These are fully blown gaming consoles. I know they don't necessarily look like it, but they are. Over 15,000 games on each of them. It is crazy. So we have the R33S right here and the RG35XX H right there from Anbernic. These are emulators that can virtually emulate all older consoles with ease. And that's why there are so many games available. These will keep you entertained for years. And best of all, we currently have yet another AliExpress special sale going. I was asked a lot, when will there be a new sale? And honestly, I cannot tell you in advance since I don't know. So subscribe and hit the bell so that you will be notified right away when there will be a new sale. So yeah, here we finally go again, hosting our third special sale, and this one is called Back to School. If you have one of these, you will be the king in your class. No more boring times for the next decade. So get them for the lowest price ever and shop on AliExpress now for your back to school with up to 80% off. It's crazy, and it's of course all listed and linked below. And on top of that, on top of all the incredible price slashes, we have exclusive discount codes for you. So check it out. These are the codes. Use them for an extra discount on top. And as always, AliExpress offers free shipping for new users and also free returns. Better choices at better prices. All across the board. And they of course accept all major credit cards, debit cards, PayPal, Google Pay, Apple Pay, and even pay later programs such as Klarna and Afterpay. Using our discount code is super easy. Just type it in during the checkout, apply it, and just like that, you will save a ton. So don't miss this opportunity. There are of course many more sales than these going. There are all sorts of items with super low prices. Yeah, and with that said, let's find out if these gaming consoles are actually worth the hype. Let's see if they're actually that good. Got the new drip straight from AliExpress, the Anbernic R36S and the RG35XX H. By the way, if you're interested already, then check out the product links in the description. I will list and link the best deals for you. Yeah, now let's check it out. Let's go for a dual unboxing. We have both consoles right here. Rather large differences when it gets to the design of the actual boxes. Both look great, but the approach is just very different. This one is very friendly and light with gold highlights, really elegant. And this one is cool with the black purple contrast. This one is basically blank all the way around. We just have the color option and the symbols and all the specs right there on the back. On this one, we also have this color scheme, game console. Right there we have an overview of all the buttons, and on the back with all the small print, as well as this warning right there. So powerful hardware. In both cases, the top will just slide off and reveal the consoles underneath. So we have this inside of the tray, and we have a tray right here as well. So as you can see, it's very similar. We have the wipes for an additional screen protector that we will get free of charge inside of the box, which is great to have. And we will get a cable, USB-A to USB-C. And in here we have it in this separate box, and same here. USB-A to USB-C, and we also have manuals. So, right, let's unbox the consoles. I went a step ahead. Nice padding, great protection. Wow, look at that. Wow, nice. Okay, let's put it here. And same here, inside of the bag and with the pad on top. And this one is cool as well. So, let's check out the rest of the accessories. So we already saw the cables, and now let's check out the manual. Let's start with the R36S, and here we have the special instruction, really nice. And then for the RG35XX H, this will unfold like so, and that's the side that we want. So we have this right there, and we have this on the bottom. Let's go. I'm super excited already. Done with the unboxing. Let's get to my first impressions, and then of course to a close overview. So we have a screen protector right there, well, this foil, let's remove it, and this one came without it. So here we have the consoles. I think the screen is actually very similar, and actually the control elements are also similar, but just differently oriented. This one right here has the classic Game Boy feel to it, but we also have shoulder triggers on the back, which is awesome, and you can actually really nicely activate them. Like so, basically. And the design and the build quality is actually really nice. We have DC in, OTG, headphone out. That's a 21st century gaming console right there. That's awesome. And we have this one right here, more in the PSP form factor right there, or you know, Steam Deck and all of these consoles. Nice rubber pads on the back so that we can put it somewhere. And we have dual shoulder triggers as well, and the rest of the buttons is very similar. Although on this one we have a function button. It's up there, F button right there. Really cool. This one, rechargeable battery in here, and we can access it really easily. With this one we need to unscrew the back. Anyway, so let's take a close look. We have the front right there, two nice joysticks, and the buttons are really high quality. We have all the ports and inputs on the top as well as the shoulder triggers. On this side we have the volume rocker, nice buttons too. And here we have the R and on off. I think R is for reset, of course. We have the speakers down low and also a card, and okay, so this sticker has to stay on it, and the expansion card right there, and this on the back, small print and specs. And this one pretty much the same right there, just differently oriented, and the speaker is on the front as well. We have this on the side with the card slot, on off R button, top is basically blank. Here we have the volume rocker, plus minus, and again we have the seal. I think this is the card with all the games on it, and the shoulder triggers, and on the back it says game console and the specs. We know the battery compartment as well, and down here we have speaker holes right there as well, and the ports and aux jack. Dope stuff. Not bad, right? So let's finally test them. So here we go, and this one, by the way, has great anti-slip rubbers on the back, these right there. And now without further ado, let's turn them on. And this is not the first time that I'm turning them on. I have played around with them for a substantial amount of time, and as you can see, they have the same hardware pretty much, but different operating systems. This one looks like a Game Boy and is also way more Game Boy focused, and that's why we have way more games in this regard. We can switch with the shoulder triggers. As you can see, we have over 3,000 games for the Game Boy. Famicom 400 plus, Game Gear also a lot, and then this Game Boy Advanced, also tons of games, and all games in total 15,000. Also quite a lot for Nintendo and for PlayStation and PC Engine, Mega Drive. There's a ton of games available, as you can see. Absolutely incredible. But this one, first of all, it has a completely different operating system. Also the sounds really cool, way more elaborate, so we can also add games as favorites. We even have a history, looks like this, quick access for the games that you play regularly. And right here we have game rooms, looks like that. And we also have RA games, so it's pretty much the same but with a different user interface. And this one, as you can see, it only has so many titles for the Game Boy type of hardware, but this one, for example, is more, you know, PSP oriented because it has the form factor. And another cool thing, one of my childhood games was Psychic World for the Game Gear. It's right here, it's this one, whereas this one does not have this game. Game Gear, see, it looks completely different, has a different library of games, but there is no Psychic World. By the way, you can also use the up and down arrows to switch around. And when we check out all the games, it's absolutely insane. So this one has a way more substantial library of games. Nintendo 64, amazing. And check this out, Super Smash Bros. Absolutely a must-have. And that's what the startup looks like. And for this one, I will pick Psychic World. So let's turn down the volume. And as you can see, the emulation runs great. And we can always lock the screen with the on-off button and bring it back on. It will start up right away. So as you can see, that's just awesome. And that's a difficult emulation, but check this out, no problem. Let's turn the volume on this one. And now let's check out this one. So we have the volume rocker, of course. And with the function button, we can also resume, restart, and do all kinds of stuff. And we also have cheats for all games, which is pretty dope. So that's how the news go. And definitely another must-have. So let's go back to the menu. Another must-have is Metal Slug. This is one of my favorite game lineups. I love the Metal Slug series, and it is extremely smooth. Check this out. Yeah, this is so much fun, and it works really nicely. There is no lag whatsoever. It's so smooth. So alone for the Metal Slug lineup, it's totally worth getting this. Just epic. And again, we can pause and resume at any moment. Oh, by the way, cheats for this game: invincibility, max ammo, max lives, all of that good stuff. You can pick and choose. This is just Such an awesome system. Tons of games, cheats integrated. It's just guaranteed fun for an insane amount of hours. Absolutely worth the money. Great presence, great nostalgic vibes. So yeah, just awesome on all levels. So massive thumbs up from my side. I can totally recommend these micro emulators. 10 out of 10. So as you saw, both consoles are epic entertainment devices to say the least. The build quality is superb, they feel great in the hand while playing, and they can be updated and upgraded as well. As you saw, the R36S has a different operating system than the RG right here, but it is possible to change and update the OS and also to extend the library of games. There are many tutorials online, it is actually quite simple, but if you want the perfect experience straight out of the box, then I would recommend the RG. I like this one more, also for my gaming ergonomics. With this one, you're a bit crammed up. This is just more pleasant. I like it a bit more, but in the end, it's of course a matter of choice. This one definitely is more nostalgic, but both are totally worth the price. They bring a lot to the table for just a fraction of a real console. And if you add up the cost of all the games inside, they are actually worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. It is mind-boggling. You get the point. And not to forget, use the back to school special sale to grab these for amazing prices. And use our codes too to get an extra discount on top. We're talking very limited quantities. So be warned and be quick. Better shop now before it is too late. Better choice, better price. I just love AliExpress, best prices on the web. And you can get all sorts of devices and gadgets. These are just two out of many. So check it out for yourself, because these portable gaming consoles and most of all the back to school sale are definitely drippy. Check out the product links in the description if you're interested. I will link all the best deals for you. But before you go, smash that like button, then subscribe, ring the bell and click all to never miss amazing tech magnet videos. That's it for this one. Enjoy your day and I will see you soon.